Getting winded.
Yep. All right, so we just punched through. And so when that happens, you want to pump the auger at least 3 or 4 times, get a lot of the big chunks out of it. Take aside the excess. There we go. Pump that out. Maybe once more. All right. So then you're going to take a scoop. You have to get the rest of it out of all the small pieces. Just like this. You just put it down and you lift up slowly. That way you get all the ice out. Just toss it out to the side. All right. Then we have here is a tip up, which you use to catch fish. You got your hook here, along with the sinker, which gets the shiner down. And so when your bait is dangling at the bottom, like this, you set your tip up, put the flag right under here, and when a fish pulls, the flag goes off, and that's how you know you have a fish. So to set that up, dead bait.
What kind of bait are you using, Zach?
Shiners, and then I have dead smelt in here because they all died.
Okay.
Smelt are just a popular bait fish. You don't really see them a lot in Massachusetts, but up here they thrive, and everything likes to eat them. But pretty much, take your hook, get a bait. That's a smelt. It's a dead smelt. Very shiny, very appetizing. And so you just hook them through the dorsal fin or through the mouth. And that way, you know, whatever preference you want. And you just hook them right through the back. And if this was alive, it would look a lot more appetizing. But then you just put it down through the hole. There we go. Let your sinker bring it down. Put your line at the depth you want the bait at. And then put that down and set your flag. And so when a fish comes and pulls it, then the flag pops and you yell flag, just so everybody knows you caught a fish. And you run to the flag. And then what else? Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay. So you said you've been out there for a while today. How many fish have you caught?
Let's see. We've got 2 lake trout and the brook trout. Mm-hmm. And then we've had about 3 or 4 flags go off, but we've only got 1 fish on the tip ups. So and
maybe Jesse can just do a panoramic turnaround so we can just see where you are and how beautiful it is.
Oh, it's so beautiful.
That is gorgeous.
Yeah. This
and
is
maybe Jesse might want to turn around and say hello.
Oh,
okay. Yeah, okay.
If he wants to.
When do I do it?
If he wants to.
I'll say hi.
Yeah.
Hi guys.
There he is. Hi, Jesse.
Hey. Yeah, my name's Jesse. I fished with Zack quite a bit.
Yeah. In the video, you'll see he's
yeah, we got a nice video for you guys that you can see some of our other fishing events.
Mm-hmm. Both of you must be pretty strong because over there's like a little boat. There's a little thing that you have to carry all your gear in. Yeah. Show us all that stuff.
All right.
We got all kinds of stuff there. So we came from all the way back there.
Yeah. The farthest point that way.
Yeah, we hiked about a mile to get here.
Oh my gosh. So what all do you have in there?
This is pretty much just so you don't have to carry everything.
How do I flip
this? It's up at the top. And then to the left.
Aha.
Yeah. I think so.
There we go.
Yeah. This is it called a jet sled?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is a jet sled. I use it for ice fishing, and this is pretty much just so you don't have to carry everything. And so it's pretty much, I keep my bucket in here with everything in it, my lures, my chisel for when I need to chisel something, get a piece of ice out of a hole or something like that. My jigging rods, my extra coats, binoculars, my Dunkin' Donuts, because any ice fishing trip, you need to have Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah, I saw one of your videos or your pictures that it's good for carrying fish in when you catch them.
Yeah, it's
so show us that little rod that you've got there and tell us about that.
Okay, so this is my jigging rod, and we use this for lake trout because it's more fun than setting a tip up and just waiting for the whole day. So I got small, it's about, I don't know, 2 feet long. And I got a little chartreuse jig on there.
Here, show them that.
Oh, yeah.
Is that a Jesse made jig?
No, this is a Zack Peirce made jig.
Ooh, even better. Nice.
Yeah, so, yeah, it's pretty much just a 2-foot long ice rod. And you just, let's see, I'll take the trap out.
I'll be right back, okay?
Okay.
Pretty much. You get your lawn chairs, put your jig down, and you do this until you catch fish. You look around, you get the nice views in, you get to look around, and then when you feel a thump, you set the hook, and you reel it up to the top. Obviously, you don't have a fish on, it's still the jig. But, yeah. What else is there?
Zack, how long do you normally stay out there?
The whole day, normally. Well, not normally, but
does it get cold?
Yeah. We usually get to the lake at 7 o'clock, and we fish until we really don't want to fish anymore. It could be at noon, or it could be, right before it gets dark. Depends on how the fish are biting. But yeah, today's been pretty slow.
I had a question in the chat. Someone wants to know how deep the lake is.
Oh, well, the deepest part in this lake is about 70 feet. We are fishing in about 50 feet right now. And then we have tip-ups set up in shallower and in deeper, whatever. Are there any deeper? I don't think so.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, no, none deeper.
We have one set for lake trout, and the others are set for brook trout and salmon. Brook trout tend to hang out shallower, so we put them up close to shore, and then salmon kind of hang out in between that. They'll cruise along, like right under the ice. And then lake trout are right on the bottom. They feed on the bottom. They stay on the bottom. They like the bottom of the lake. But
is it colder at the bottom?
Yes. Yeah. A little bit. Well, in the winter.
Yeah, in the winter it's actually inverted.
It's warmer. Yeah. In the winter it's warmer, but in the summer when they go down deep, it's because it's colder and they have more oxygen. Right now they kind of cruise up shallow because they're not shallow, but shallower in like 40 feet of water because there's still the same amount of oxygen and they're easier to feed there. So.
Oh, we've got a couple more questions. Ben Majeski, very, very important question. Wants to know if you have any Diet Cokes with you.
Diet Cokes? No. I have water. That's about it.
Yeah.
From the tap.
And someone else wants to know, do you have anything to eat for lunch out there?
Well, in the morning when I make my routine Dunkin's run, I get a bagel for breakfast and then I get a muffin, and I eat my muffin at noon every single time I go fishing.
So that's the breakfast of fishing champions.
Sometimes if we catch a fish, if we have a stove or like a small stove and then a pan or something, you can cook it that way. Just cook up what you catch. But I haven't done that personally, but I know a lot of people do. Kind of tradition.
Another question is, what do you have to do right when you catch them?
Well, let's see, ice fishing. Well, you don't want to put them in the snow, because if their eyes get in the snow, then that can ruin their vision. It can be really bad for them, and it obviously makes them cold and they can't breathe as well, but or can't breathe at all. But what else? If they swallow the hook and they're bleeding, it's probably a good idea to just keep that fish and eat it, because it's most likely going to die anyway, and you want it to go to good use, rather than wasting the meat.
So you typically do catch and release, right?
Typically, yeah. So today I caught a brook trout that swallowed the hook, so I kept him, and this is it.
Yeah, he's a little guy.
Yeah, baby. But they don't grow too big. There are some big trout, but
I have a quick question.
Yep.
Do you eat fish yourself?
Yeah. Oh yeah. If they taste
What's
good.
your favorite kind of fish?
What's that?
What's your favorite kind of fish to eat?
Flounder.
By the way, if the fish is kind of icy, just make sure it's not so cold. You have to cook it.
Yeah. Well, you want to keep it cold so the meat doesn't go bad.
So, guys, I know that we've been talking about fishing. We haven't seen them catch anything yet, but I'm going to show you a great video that Jesse put together of him and Zack doing some ice fishing. That it's going to be about a 14-minute video. And then we'll come back and hopefully they will have caught some fish. We're recording them. So I think that if they do catch something, we'll be able to see it. Maybe not. I don't know. But let me, or maybe Zack, you should holler if you're catching something and I can stop the video.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like we're really getting anything.
You could show them the flasher and how that works.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
All right. Yeah. Gotcha. So I'm bringing you to a flasher, which is like a fish finder. So this is Travis, by the way. He's jigging. Travis. He's jigging down in 50 feet of water. So this flasher, I don't know if you can see it very well. Okay, now you can kind of see it. So see this line that's going up and down?
The white line, yep.
Yep, so that is Travis's jig. That's what he's jigging. And so this multicolored line down at the bottom, if you can see it, those are fish.
Oh.
Yeah. So we don't know if that's a lake trout or just bait, but that is something moving on the bottom. And so that's how we can tell if there's fish around. It keeps your attention level, towards the fish rather than just daydreaming. Yes. Rather than daydreaming and, losing focus. So you're just kind of able to look at this and say, oh, there's a fish there. Now we got to actually pay attention. As you can see, the fish is kind of moving, a little bit. It's moving up towards Travis's jig. I don't know if he's going to bite. He doesn't seem too aggressive, but yeah. It seems like he's right under it. If it's red, that means he's right under the cone, as you would say there, whatever it's called. Yeah. This thing. So this is, what is it called?
The
transducer. So it broadcasts
sonar like a dolphin would use.
Right. So it's like So what it does is it makes like a cone around or like down in the water. So like if, as you can see, the lines are blue right there. So if there's a fish on like the outskirts of the cone, then it'll show up as blue. And the closer it gets, the more like it'll turn yellow, like green, yellow. And then if it's right under your jig or right under the flasher, it'll turn red. And that's when you know you got a fish right there looking at your lure.
Aha. So you're right. You have to be awake. You have to be on, on target. Awake.
Absolutely.
Cool.
Technology. It helps a lot.
All right. So I'm going to share my screen and show the video.
Okay.
And after we do that, I'm going to open it up for questions, and people can just raise their hands instead of just yelling out. It might be more helpful. So let's do that. And here we go.
All right. Yeah.
Good morning, welcome to Manly Outdoors. My name's Jesse, and today we are finally out on the ice. I've been watching this lake for quite a while now. We've had a really rough year for ice here in Maine. I really like coming here because it's just absolutely beautiful, and there's some great lake trout fishing to be had. Actually, Zach, have you ever caught a lake trout? Never. Oh, okay. So the ultimate goal today is to get Zach on a lake trout. I guess it's going to be his very first. Might have one on bottom right now. You can drop down, try to catch him. Oh, it is. It is. Yes.
That was sick.
I told you it would get you on a fish. First drop. The problem is I didn't chisel that out completely. Don't cut your line on that. It was hard to tell if it was a soft bottom or an actual fish, so I figured, hey, I might as well not drop and let Zach do it, so that way he can get on his first fish. And look at that, he's hooked up on the first drop, about 2 minutes in here. Okay, watch your line. That was going to be the death of you, that little one. Yeah. Well, how does it feel?
It happened so quick.
I told you we'd get you on one. Came right up. He was really aggressive.
No.
Nice and easy. As soon as he turns his head up. Yeah, because if he catches it on that lip.
Right.
I didn't chisel this hole to actually catch a fish yet. There you go.
Woo, that's a pretty good first lake.
For this lake, that's a little above average.
Wow. Right on top of the mouth, too. Wow. Oh, my God.
How's it feel?
Oh, wow. That's like, this is bucket list for me. Like 3 pounds? Something like that?
I don't know. Something like that, yeah. 2.5, 3. Not bad. All right, let's get him back here. Awesome job, yeah. All right, man. Oh, yeah. Did you think it was going to happen that fast?
No, not at all. Holy, I don't even have to catch a fish for the rest of the day.
That's too funny.
That was awesome.
Well, there you go, guys. We got Zach his first lake trout probably 3 minutes after I initially said we're trying to get him on his first one. Well, usually they're schooled up a little bit, so we should catch a few more.
Should we chisel out like 2 holes?
Yeah, bigger holes too.
Yeah.
Less jagged edges. There's a high probability that you're going to lose that fish. There. Those are better holes to land a lake trout. Looks like another fish on the bottom. Yep, you watch, she's gonna come for you. All right, so we're definitely on the fish. Zach's probably gonna catch another one as I'm filming the next thing that I wanted to. So I figured I'd show you guys what I'm using because everyone's always asking that anyway. Let me go find it. These are probably my favorite things to use. I tie up little marabou jig heads. I add some rubber arms to them, and this is pretty much what I catch all my fish on in the winter, specifically a chartreuse color is my all-time favorite for Lakers. And if that doesn't work, I'll switch between pink, white, black. I'm a big fan of the action of marabou in the water. It just looks so good. If you guys want to purchase a few of these, I can definitely tie some up for you. Actually, you see that white spot right there? That's a giant crack in my camera lens. So trying to save up a little bit of money so I can repair that. Very nice.
Heck yes. Oh.
Zack's on another.
As big, but
that's it's all right. There he is. Nice little fish.
Yeah, beauty. Really pretty fish though too. I'll take it though.
Whew. Beauty. Good second fish.
Sweet. Go down. No, down. There you go. Later, dude. Whew. Hell yeah.
That's awesome. 2 fish in what? Is that a half hour now? Yeah, anyway, if you guys want some jigs, really appreciate that, and I will use the money to repair this camera for you guys. Zack's using chartreuse. Chartreuse is probably my favorite color for lake trout. But I'll definitely try something different here, so I'm going to go with white. So I'm looking right at the chart right now, and there's a ton looking at Zack, so hopefully if I drop the white one down, some variation will trigger one of them to bite.
Got one.
Got one?
Yep.
Hey, there you go. Has he made a run back down yet?
I think so. He hasn't peeled dragger.
Okay, so he's still coming up.
Yeah.
Oh, you got lucky there. Don't bring your swivel in.
Whoops, I didn't even notice how I couldn't even see him. I didn't really look at the Laker.
That was a Laker.
Was it a Laker?
Pretty sure.
Big salmon looks like.
Whoa.
I think that is a salmon.
That's a big salmon.
That's a big salmon. Holy. That's what I was saying. He looks too shiny to be a lake trout.
I guess I just assumed the whole time. Wow.
Oh my God.
And looking at the size of it, I just didn't believe that it could be a salmon. I mean, look at the size of that salmon, guys.
Oh my God.
Definitely a nice one.
Look at this thing.
That is a beauty, man.
Oh my God.
Very nice.
That's the biggest salmon I've ever caught.
All right, let's get him back. Beauty, man.
You going?
Yep.
Wow. That was cool.
That was a really good salmon. Probably
24?
I don't know. I would say it was big. Pretty good so far, but I've been skunked. Go figure. I go to bring him to get some fish, and I definitely accomplished that. But now I got to get on ones. Either way, can't beat it so far. It's been a good day, especially for you. Shouldn't even brought you.
Sorry. Nice. Go.
Little Laker. Jeez, this guy's crazy. He's going nuts, but he can't pull any line. I was starting to get worried there. That was bound to happen. We were on fish.
Exactly.
All right, time
There you
to... All right, I finally got on my first Laker. Chartreuse has been the color of the day. You got, what, 2 Lakers now and a salmon on it. Not a big one, just a little guy, but I'll take it. It's a good one to break the ice for me and get him on his way, and it sounds like Zack's got a flag, so... Oh, there you go. So we'll go see how that's going. Nothing on? Or is it just sitting still?
He actually spooled me.
Whoa.
And
I would yank some line in because he might be running back towards you.
you're right. Yep. I think you're right. Yep, you are right.
Wow, he went for a ride there.
He schooled me. I'm glad my knot didn't.
Once his head's in the hole, you can pull him right up.
Sounded bad.
There you go. Yep. Well, hard to beat today. We are definitely on a good bite. That's, I don't know, I lost track. That's a lot of fish so far. Kind of hard to beat fishing in a place like this, especially having even any success. I mean, just look at the mountains behind me. That's our view. Just some beautiful scenery. So I'm gonna drop the chartreuse jig back down. And it looks like there might be a fish in here right now. So let's see if we can pull him out. There we go. It's like another little laker. Nothing too big. A lot of the fish in this lake aren't that big. On that chartreuse jig once again. There we go. There we go. That's number 2 for me. Not the fat ones we're looking for.
Still beautiful fish.
Oh yeah, they're fun to catch. Cool. Ooh, that one's gonna bite. Oh yeah, you're catching that fish. I'll just reel up right now. Here he comes. He's coming in hot. Ooh, he's gonna bite.
He's doing what the salmon did.
Maybe. Bite it, bite it, bite it. Oh, come on. Get away from him. Nice. I knew you were going to catch that one. The Laker. He's a little fatter, but not too big. Go, keep that. There you go. That's a pretty one. Alright, back he goes. Beautiful. That was a good one, man.
That was awesome.
Very nice.
Longer fight, definitely. First.
Yeah, he was a feisty one. Yeah, look at that little smelt. Tiny rainbow smelt. Well, I think we accomplished the goal of getting Zach on some lake trout. You kind of know the ones that are going to bite it, right?
Yeah.
It's like you watch them come in, it's like, oh, I'm definitely catching that fish. So I don't know what else to say at this point. It's just catching a lot of fish. Yeah. I imagine we'll catch a few more, and hopefully we catch some bigger ones now. We're looking for the 5 to 10 pound range. That's what we need to get you on now. Wow. Really just decided to take a nosedive. Oh, hello.
Oh, wow.
Look at the size of that. Look at that thing. Oh.
Oh, yeah.
That is not a horn pout.
Yeah. Oh, he's right here.
Oh, he's here. That didn't take long.
Chartreuse again?
Yeah, another laker on the chartreuse. Kind of hard to go against it.
Nice.
I mean, I've caught plenty on white and stuff like that, but chartreuse is definitely just my go-to. Whoa.
Yep. Nice.
There we go. Another little laker. A lot of fun, but we're definitely looking for that big one at this point. Well, he was ready to go. Yeah, chartreuse has just caught pretty much all my lakers. Got him. This feels like a pretty good one, guys. Whoa! It's a long one. Not a whole lot of size or fatness, but I don't know. That's pretty long. No girth. He came up hot, too. I think that one is the biggest so far. I don't know how big it is, but it's not super fat, but definitely the longest of the day. He came up so fast. There you go, one quick look. It's a decent one. Hopefully we can get some fatness to him, though. Oh. You want? Something's looking at it. Yeah, you might want to move where you can see it. There he is. There's two. Drop. All right, well, second drop. We already got a fish. Zach's going to try to drop down and also catch one. So hopefully we don't tangle here. Mine doesn't feel super big, so I think I can get him out before he tangles Zach or the deucer here. Put that in your hole. Let's see, we're going to have to try to land him fast here so he doesn't tangle Zach. He's not having it, though. Look at all the bubbles he's spitting. Look at him go. Oh, I gotta take my glove off. Yay, thank you. All right, there we go. Two fish in no time. The bite's definitely starting to pick up. Unfortunately, none came back for Zach, but we're going to get this guy back in the water. All right, guys, I think I'm going to go ahead and call it a day. We caught quite a few fish today. It was an absolute blast. Really nice to be out on this spot again. And the fishing was awesome today, probably because this was the first time that this spot or this lake in general has been fished so far. And we managed to accomplish our goal. We got Zach on his first, 5, 6 lake trout. So that was good. You'll probably see Zach in some other videos. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. This won't be the last time that I go out to this spot to catch some lake trout. And if you guys want some jigs, make sure you go down below. You can email me or you can contact me on Instagram and I'll tie you up some of these jigs. Let me know so I can fix my camera's lens because that dot is not great. I will see you guys in the next video. Later.
And there you have it. You got to see them. You got to see them catch some fish.
That was amazing. Oh my. What fish, what video production. Thanks so much.
Absolutely. Yeah, Jesse's pretty talented.
Catch anything while we were gone?
No, I just went around to check the traps and we got nothing. Not even stolen bait. So it's pretty slowed down a lot.
Bummer.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to go around and see if there are any questions because I think there might be. Okay, Patty, how about you?
I have a question. Zach?
What's up?
How long have you been out there today?
What time is it right now? 2:30. Let's see. Been out here since 7. So, geez, math.
It's been a while. Put it that way.
Yeah, like I don't know, 7-8 hours, something like that.
Oh my God! Wow, it's a long day for you guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thanks, Patty. Let's go to Ben Majeski. Do you have a question or are you just showing us your Diet Coke?
Well, so basically, the two things. One, you're going to go up until 7 this morning until 2:30 today. You ain't want to stop what you're doing and take one of these.
But you know what, Ben? He doesn't drink anything but water. He never has, even since he was a little boy. But I'll take that Diet Coke.
But this is my second today.
Okay. All right. Let's go to Chris. You have a question?
How do you know if it's a very safe ice instead of a thin ice?
So when we drilled the hole, you went with the skimmer, you can put it down through the hole and, put it right under the bottom of the ice. And that way you can get a measurement of how much there is. Also, you can just look at it and kind of, get a feel for it. But, when it's out when it's like December and the ice is first starting to come to form, generally it's going to be thicker around like the shallower parts. And then it'll get, it's pretty thin out in the deeper parts because it takes longer to freeze. I don't know why, but that's what happens. But yeah, generally you can just measure it with your skimmer. And yeah, also if it doesn't crack under you, that's also a good
yes, you have to use all your senses.
Yeah. When it's like 5 inches, I get pretty freaked out about being out here. So it's good to be with some people that are actually experienced. So
thanks, Chris. Zach, somebody had a question in the chat earlier that said, did you ever fall through the ice?
I haven't fallen through the ice from like my weight or like cracking through the ice, but a couple weeks ago, I was walking around and we had just had some snow like the night before, and we were out on the ice like a couple days before that. And so we drilled, a bunch of holes to fish from. And so I guess those holes didn't freeze over and I ended up stepping in it and my leg went right through. And well, I didn't go through like my entire body, but my leg pretty much up to my knee was soaked and my boot got soaked. It was pretty miserable, but we still caught fish that day, which was good.
Okay. Who else has a question? Let me see some hands. Brendan.
Yeah, about ice fishing, I don't know how really cool it is to do it, really. I think it's so fun and all. But one of my questions is, you mentioned Craig Mountain, and I want to know what that is. And my second question is, what is the insight of ice fishing?
Okay, so first question, what is Craig Mountain? I don't think there's an actual Craig Mountain, but this is Craig Pond. That we're on right now. And I mean, I know there's a bunch of trails.
I was mixed up. Sorry.
No, that's all right. There's a lot. This is like a public land, so there's a lot of trails that go around it, and a lot of people live on it. And then the insight of ice fishing, I'm not entirely sure. I don't know. I think it's just a fun thing to do, to get out and socialize. It's a lot more fun when you're with people.
But is it hard though? I mean, is it hard for like you to get fishes?
It's not that. It's when the fish are biting, it's actually pretty easy. But that's fishing. It's either really good or really bad sometimes.
I've learned catch and reel. Really, I think a while ago when in Parks and Rec, there's a comment about ice fishing, but most of my friends did fishing through Parks and Rec, and I know about catch and reel.
Brendan, are you talking about when we used to go to like Hale Reservation with Mike Norman and we used to fish out like in the fall? Is that what you mean?
I think that's the one. Yeah.
Yeah, Zach used to come with us when he was little.
I remember
those. Oh my God.
Yeah. And I just want to make a connection. Zach, this is Brendan. Brendan, that that I used to tell you about him. He used to be the manager of the Newton North.
Oh, Newton,
This is Brendan. This is.
Oh, yeah.
So you guys don't know each other, but I've talked about you both. So
yeah,
right.
I know exactly who you're talking about.
Make that connection.
Thank you,
all right. Who's next? I see any more hands? Brian Heffernan.
I have a question. How long have you and Jesse knowing each other? How long have you been friends?
Since July. I think so. I think that's we were striper fishing in the Penobscot River, which is the second longest river in New England. And we met there, and we just started fishing from then on. It's been good. Yeah.
And you guys went up to upstate New York to do.
Yes, I forgot about that. Yeah, we went
steelhead fishing.
Steelhead, yes. That was a fun time.
And Adam, you have a question?
Yeah. I know that is I know that about the whole ice, about the whole ice I'm fishing. This is like about the show, but I've been kind of watching, which is the reason I heard of this show. It was called Good Luck, Charlie.
Good Luck, Charlie?
Yeah, it's a show.
Oh, is that the one on Disney?
Yes.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever watched that.
Bunch of ice fishing.
Oh, I don't think I've seen that episode.
Are you recommending we watch that?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll have to check it out.
My next and my other question is that I don't know how many fish do you guys caught?
Well, we've caught I think we've caught 3 fish, but we've had a lot of bites, but we haven't been able to get them up through the ice. So yeah, it's been a slow day, but I was hoping we would get one while I'm on here, but they're not biting.
Yeah, and
yeah.
Actually, my big bro, which is Nick, guy, I think he lives in New York City.
Wow, that's
Thanks,
awesome.
Adam.
Yep.
Good talking to you. All right, let's go to Keith. You have a question, Keith?
Yeah, is it cold down there?
Normally, yes. We were fishing on Saturday, and it was about 20 degrees with a wind chill of about 0 degrees.
What?
So,
That's
yeah,
cold.
that was really cold. But
No,
today,
I thought that the nice video that Karen, that was a long, very, very long fish.
You like that video?
Yeah, I liked that video. That was different color fish.
Yes, there were different. There were salmon and there were the lake trout. So one of the things that I'm going to mention is tomorrow during art, we're going to be drawing rainbow trout. So kind of to go along with the fishing theme from today. So everybody should come to art tomorrow. And, the other thing I was going to say is, if you want to watch any of those kinds of videos, you can go to Mainly Outdoors on YouTube. And Jesse has a bunch of other videos. I watched one the other night where he was fishing and there were tons of black flies and he cooked the fish right there on the back of his truck, which was pretty cool. So if you like these videos, you can catch more of them. No pun intended. You can catch more on Mainly Outdoors. All right. Anybody else have any other questions? I'm looking. Oh, we got one from Ohio.
Okay.
Hey, Frank. Can you unmute, Frank? Do you know how to unmute? We can't hear you. The thing that says unmute.
Bottom left corner.
There you go.
Yeah, we were having trouble. Sorry. I was wondering, is Bruce fishing from home right now?
You.
Bruce? You mean because he's dressed like it?
I'm not sure who's warmer, Zack or Bruce.
Yeah, I know. I look kind of cold. No, I'm not.
We don't put the heat up in Massachusetts.
I'm fishing in my own mind.
It's drilling a hole in the floor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
In a nice shack.
This guy's banned from the video.
We'll mute.
Mute. Anybody else have any questions? I'm looking for hands up. No hands up. Mark Kelly. Mark Kelly.
I need to.
You need to unmute.
There we go. Now I'm having problems. Hey, Zack, I just want to tell you, we have run over, I think, 500 programs since last March online, and this has been one of the best programs that we've had. So I just want to thank
I'm glad I could
you guys, and Karen's going to send you some AU gear, all right?
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
We'll hook you up. No pun intended.
I'm glad I could be of service.
Thank you. Thanks so much. It's awesome.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
You know, Mark Kelly's a big fisherman. I don't know if you knew that about him.
No, I didn't.
He's been fishing all over Colorado.
Oh so. Yeah, I wanted to fish out there.
Yeah,
me too.
That was when I was younger, but a lot of rainbow trouts out there. I miss fishing.
Oh yeah.
My first and only rainbow trout I caught in Colorado.
Yeah.
Many years ago.
They're pretty out there.
Zack,
trout live in beautiful places.
I want you to catch a fish, Zack.
Well, I'm looking around and we don't have any flags, and they just move spots and they're drilling new holes to fish in a different spot. So
you think these fish maybe are going out to lunch or something?
Well, if they're going out to lunch, I would be hoping they would bite.
Well, I think they left town.
Yeah, I think so.
Zack, maybe you should try one of your donuts.
I don't have any donuts.
He said earlier he gets a bagel and a muffin. Weren't you listening?
Yeah. and a Cliff Bar for good measure.
That's the problem.
Yeah, I need donuts. All right. Noted. I will get donuts.
All right, Zack. Do you want to tell these guys a little bit about what your plan is for the spring?
Well, if everything goes accordingly, I will be spending the spring and summer in Alaska working at a like bait and tackle store up there. And I'll be living up there for a few months and hopefully doing a lot of fishing and exploring. So hopefully it works out and COVID goes down. And hopefully it all works out.
We hope so, because we want to see
if
some
not,
of those.
If not, I'll still be up here in beautiful Maine, but I'd like to go to Alaska.
Any last questions? Seeing none, I guess the meeting is adjourned.
All right.
Hey, Zack, thank you so much for providing us with this really fun afternoon. We've loved seeing you. We miss you.
Miss you too.
And, oh, wait a second. Allie's got a question. Our last question. Unmute, hon.
I have something to say. It's not a question.
Okay.
I'm going to get my first coronavirus shot tomorrow.
Woo! That's great news. I'm so happy for you. Oh, Allie, that's great.
And I'm going to get the second one in March.
Okay.
I think Travis just caught a fish, so I'm going to run over to him.
Oh, good. Run. Thanks, Allie.
Yep.
Hurry up.
That's so funny. funny. It just looks so funny.
Wait, don't put it in the hole. Yep, lake trout. All right, here, let me. Yep, that's a lake trout.
All right.
A good one too.
Yeah, that's a nice one. They're slimy.
You saw it here first, folks. A live catch of a fish.
Nice job.
Get a picture of that bad boy.
All right. Awesome. Yeah. Let's get this hook out. Ready?
Nice fish, man.
Awesome. Thank you.
And there he goes.
Almost. There he goes.
Hey.
Awesome. Nice, man.
Nice.
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 Glad we get you on a fish.
Nice. That was a beautiful fish.
That one.
Cool. So there's your lake trout.
Perfect timing. Perfect timing.
Hey, Karen.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Oh, who's that?
It's your sister.
Rosemary. Where are you?
That sounds like Auntie Rosemary.
I don't see you.
That's because I didn't put my picture up.
Oh.
Zach, I have a question. How come, you know how much I love fish, only when they're alive. I don't like them dead. But how come you only do catch and release? Is it because they're not big enough to eat?
Not always. I do keep them sometimes, like the brook trout that I showed you.
Mm-hmm.
But it's usually if it gets injured and it won't survive if I release it.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you. Like, do they get injured when you do that?
Sometimes, like what he was doing was he was jigging, and so when you do that, you have feeling in that line at all times. So that first initial bite, you can set the hook, and it just hooks him right in the corner of the mouth, so you're able to take it out and release him on his way. Much, that happens more than if you set up a trap and you're 100 feet away from it and the flag goes up and you got to run over it. And by that time, they've swallowed the bait and the hook with it.
Oh.
So,
and once you put it back and it has that sort of cut in it from the hook, does it ever does it ever recover? Or does it ever, or does it always have that hook in, that cut in them?
I mean, it'll probably heal up. I mean,
so it doesn't kill them.
No, if you hook them in the mouth, it's just like a cut. It'll heal up, pretty quickly. But if you hook them in the gill, or maybe they swallow the hook and it goes down into their, digestive system, you either gotta cut the hook and let them go, or if they're big enough, they're dinner.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you.
They taste very good. Trout do taste very good.
Yeah. No, you're not going to convince me.
I'm not trying to, but
all right, everybody. On that note, we're going to cut you all loose. Again, no pun intended. Those of you that are related can stay on and we'll check in with you. But all of the rest of you guys, thanks for coming. Thank you, Zack.
Thank you so much.
Hi, everybody. Glad to see you all.
Thank you, Zack.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
Hi, Zack. Thank you.
For tuning in.
Thank you. All right. Click yourselves off, guys. Bye,
Thanks,
Allie.
Zach. Thank you.
Bye, Zack.
Adios.
Well, tonight.
See you tonight. You bet. Bye, Brian.
Hey, Karen.
Yes, Keith.
What kind of song can there be?
What?
What kind of song?
What kind of song? For
Yeah.
what? Oh, for karaoke? You can pick whatever song you want.
Okay.
You can sing whatever you want.
Okay.
All right.
Yep.
See you tonight.
I'll see you at 7.
You got it. Bye.
Bye.
Do you want me to stay or am I leaving?
Are you dismissed?
You can stay a minute if you want. Who's that on iPad? Bye, Annie. I think she fell asleep. All right. So did some of our relatives leave? Auntie Joe, are you still there?
She's muted.
Auntie Joe's here.
Where's Marilyn?
They're both muted.
I know, but why don't they just show themselves?
Maybe
Rosemary, why don't you show us who?
Because I look terrible.
It's family.
Well, and I'm sitting in bed. That's why.
I better stop recording.
Yeah.